everyone, I'm Talia Hagler and this is On the Bright Side, a good news show about the Valley. We start this episode with our Shop Local segment featuring the Queen of Cheesecakes. Connie Rodriguez started baking to deal with her anxiety and depression, and she loved it. And her friends and family loved her cheesecake, encouraging her to start selling them. And that's when Queen of Cheesecakes was born.
Actually, I never liked baking. Because of my mental illness, I was trying to find a hobby, and it just happened one day. I just first started taking a box of cake mix and doing that, and I was like, well, that's fine and everything, but can I do it from scratch? And when I started, doing things from scratch, I love that even more, and how creative I can get and how expressive you can get. It's definitely like an art, and that's what made me fall in love with it more. We specialize in cheesecakes, but we also do cupcakes, cakes, brownies, macarons, truffles. Cheesecakes alone, I can do about 65 plus because if you can think it, I can probably do it. Baklava cheesecake, chocolate coffee, maple bacon is one of my popular ones, Oreo. This one right here is my pumpkin pie. We also do alcohol-infused cheesecakes for the new year. Those seems to be very popular too. So yeah, I definitely try to get as creative, and every year I just think of something new. It's like I dream it and then I try it. I love to use local ingredients. I go to all the different farmer markets out here, and I use all the fresh, fruits that they have. And not only that, I think we can connect on a different level when I bake and I give it to my customers. I don't think of them as just my customers. I want to hear their story. I want to hear, okay, why are we baking this for you today? And make them feel like they're just more than a customer, like family almost. On the back of our shirts, it says happiness through sweets, and I definitely go by that. And I just hope everybody feels that when they do buy from us, is that they feel happiness through our sweets.
Connie hopes to one day open a storefront so she could spread happiness through sweets to more people. For now, you can find her on Facebook at Queen of Cheesecakes. And now to our Make a Minute or Two segment featuring Arts by Malorie. Malorie Martin majored in English. She always liked art, but she never thought she'd pursue it until she took a drawing class with a printmaking unit in it, and she fell in love.
My name is Malorie Martin, and I'm a printmaker. So basically what that means is I have different matrices, and I take the block, I put my design on it, and then I carve it out, and I ink it up, and I print it. I could do it on paper, I could do it on fabric, I can scan them to make buttons and stickers and stuff like that, but I'm mostly interested in making different textiles and different paper prints. I am like a really big history nerd, so I really like the history of printmaking. Like if you think about like the Gutenberg printing press and how that impacted like society, and then also like woodblock prints were kind of like revolutionized in Japan. Like they really made them like a really cool art form, and then when Japan opened up and started allowing exports, those prints, because they can make multiples, were a great way to sell art to the West, and then that impacted all of like the Western artists, including like one of my favorites, Van Gogh. Also like in the queer community, there have been a lot of like prolific queer printmakers, and it's really fun to think that I'm like a part of that now. I do most of my sales at markets. I have like a new philosophy this year where I'm trying not to do the same market every month, so I kind of like flip around a little bit. I do a couple in Columbus, a couple like locally in Youngstown, some in Kent and Akron. I really like having gallery shows, so I just had a show at Phillips Riverside Gardens, and I would like to continue doing shows at like bigger and bigger places. I think in 5 years I would love to have had a piece in like a museum such as the Butler, and I would also love for this to be a little bit more sustainable. Doing markets, like it's not sustainable all year round. I feel like if I had more social media presence, perhaps I could have like more consistent sales online all year. I think that would be really nice.
You can check out Malorie's latest prints as well as make purchases on her Instagram page, which is Arts by Malorie. And now to our Doing Good in the Neighborhood segment, highlighting the work of the Senior Support Action Group. The nonprofit brings health and wellness to Valley seniors in their own home.
My name is Paige Fortner. I'm the program manager for the Senior Support Action Group. We provide services to homebound seniors in Mahoning, Trumbull, and Columbiana counties. We deliver food boxes, we provide companionship with a Phone Pals program, and then we also provide transportation to medical appointments as well. We put together food boxes every first and third Thursdays of the month. Right now we're serving around 250 individuals in the area. It's so important primarily because I feel as though a lot of times this population can be easily forgotten, like, out of sight, out of mind. These individuals aren't able to leave their homes. So that's why the work's really important. I think it's something that not a lot of people are doing, especially the companionship. People are getting lonely and isolated and they just need someone to talk to. We have volunteers that will call and check in with the clients weekly, just kind of basically just to chat. They'll talk for either 5 minutes or an hour and a half, depending on who the individuals are and how long they want to talk. So they just kind of decide a time and then they basically just chat and form a relationship that way. They're just really appreciative for anything. I mean, I love talking to them. Sometimes I'll deliver a route and get to go and, talk and see what's up with their lives and that kind of thing, and they're always just so grateful.
If you're in need of support or would like to volunteer or make a donation, visit the Senior Support Action Group website, which is on the screen. And now to a segment we call My Current Obsession, where I go out and ask people what they're currently obsessed with.
I am currently obsessed with all things pumpkin and fall.
My current obsession is with basset hounds. I'm a basset hound nut. I've been adopting them, rescuing them, and finding homes for them for about 15, 20 years now.
Well, my current obsession is the Mahoning River. Why? Because at one time it was an industrial wasteland and now it's becoming a destination for paddling and people that like to kayak and canoe.
My current obsession is Candela wine. From there still to my lips.
Those are always a lot of fun. Now, my current obsession and my longtime obsession is the mail. I don't know why I'm obsessed with it. I love going to check it every day, seeing what comes. It's never really that exciting, but for some reason I love it. But I just signed up for the USPS service where they email you pictures of the mail that is coming that day, and I'm totally obsessed with it. I check it every day. I know it's weird. This is not only an obsession, but a confession that I'm letting you all in on. So I hope you all enjoyed this episode. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you next month.
On the Bright Side is produced by Mahoning Valley Productions, where we tell your stories.